Okay, so, you know, majority of the class had some trouble with this, and some people got it. Okay? So we come down here, and I gave you this triangle. Ask you to tell me what the rise and the run are. Okay? And a lot of people told me the rise is 36, the run is 7. Some people even showed me how they got it. You know, 29 minus negative 7 is minus this, right? And the run, 12 minus 5. Most people didn't document it. Most people just wrote down numbers, usually correctly. Okay?
See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Thank you.
Are you done? It's okay. I do the same thing. I don't throw stones at people in the hall. I just slam the door. Close it gently. I understand. I do it too. Okay, so you just forget. After all these years, I shouldn't forget. Okay, so one reason, and I've said this before, but I want to emphasize it, I ask you to document, is so you write down the process. You show me that the rise is this. Now you could write that over here, and you could write run equals 12 minus 5 down here, and then you just put the rise here and the run here. And I didn't even ask you to label the triangle. I just asked you to tell me what the rise and the run are. So you could run out the door, hop in your private jet, fly to Acapulco, write it down, come back and say I did it. But generally we want it on one sheet of paper, not here and in Acapulco. And somewhere in the proximity of the triangle, right? So we can find it so the reader doesn't have to fly to Acapulco and do a search. Okay? I don't think Acapulco's a particularly good place to go, and I don't think it's particularly safe anymore, is it? Don't want to, now they're going to sue me. I could be wrong. You can research that, or you can find good information on the internet. Okay. So my point is, after the digression, is you want to document, and mainly is relevant to this. You document so you show that you're subtracting the one you start at from the one you end at, right? And if you use that idea and you're used to documenting that, then it should be a pretty natural transition to what happens if some of these are letters rather than numbers. So what would the rise be here? Don't tell me if you figured it out already. How do you get the rise? If you got numbers, and the numbers aren't too big, you can count your fingers and toes. Of course, you don't have that many, most of you don't have that many toes and fingers. Okay? Most of you got your shoes on, so I can't tell for sure. Okay. Well, you're subtracting where you are from where you're going, right? So you put a couple of arrows in this thing. And the rise is, well, it's the y-coordinate here and the y-coordinate here. So you're starting here and going here, right? Here, you're at y-coordinate -7. Here, you're at y-coordinate y. So the rise and then by similar logic, the run is x minus 5. And of course, y minus -7 is y plus 7. So now the slope is what? Rise over run, y plus 7 over x minus 5. Okay? Again, if you're documenting how you're getting your rise and your run, you're used to writing this minus this and this minus this, as I've recommended and actually kind of insisted on, right? And if you see this, you're much more likely to do this. And if you don't do this, then you're almost certain, when I point out what you should have done, to say, oh, duh. Yeah, I should have done that. Okay? If you haven't been documenting, haven't been doing it, you might not understand what I'm talking about here, which is common enough. Okay? Now, there's one more thing we can do with this. So